Hey everybody, Happy New Year. This is Fight Club Hubs of GVN. Well, the holiday season's over with. That headache's out of the way. And seeing as it's a new year, I decided I'm going to do a top 10 video of the top 10 games that I've played from 2009. And just keep in mind, this is my personal list of games that I felt were the best of last year. So go ahead and feel free to disagree in the comment section, but still, it's my list. So let's get started.
I know my future is, but it'll never be our past. Even just to turn your world, will never ever change the past. Yeah.
Coming in at number 10 is BLAZBLUE for the PS3, Xbox 360, and Arcade. BLAZBLUE was developed by Arc System Works, who created the popular Guilty Gear franchise. BLAZBLUE's graphics, fast-paced combat, and unique gameplay is what won me over and earned its place in the 10th spot of this countdown. Coming in next is Super Robot Taisen OG Saga for the Nintendo DS. After its previous entries on the Game Boy Advance, Robot Taisen comes onto the DS and brings with it a fast-paced, combo-heavy combat system, a very compelling story, boobs, and old-fashioned RPG gameplay. If you passed up on this game last year, then you should consider giving it a try. You won't be disappointed. New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii. What can I say about this game? It's old school Mario fun with a twist. It has a fun, brand new multiplayer mode that we were dying to have back in the 8-bit and 16-bit days. And even if your friends aren't around, it's still a blast to play by yourself. Check it out. I'm not gonna lie, I am a huge fan of the Kingdom Hearts series, and 358 in 2 days is no exception. 358 in 2 days takes place after Kingdom Hearts 1 and tells the story of the Nobody Roxas before the events of Part 2. The game has some great controls on the DS, and the gameplay is now mission-based. It also has a great story, just like its predecessors, and that landed it the number 7 spot on this list. Taking over at the number 6 position is Torchlight for the PC. Only one thing can happen when former members of Blizzard form their own company and release a new hack-and-slash RPG experience. Hours of mind-numbing, demon-slaying, corpse-pillaging, treasure-hunting fun. If you're hurting over the long wait for Diablo 3, then you should definitely consider this a worthwhile investment. Rounding out at number 5 is what I consider the sleeper hit of 09. Phantasy Star Zero pretty much fixes everything that was wrong with Phantasy Star Universe. PH Zero is like a throwback to the glory days of Phantasy Star Online, and sure enough, you will find yourself just as addicted. The game's online mode is loads of fun, and the stylish communication adds some flair. Borderlands is one of those hybrid games that you're just too afraid to try out, but thankfully Gearbox was at the helm of development. Borderlands is a first-person shooter with heavy RPG elements that makes the combat fast, intense, and fun. Also, the cel-shaded graphics look amazing as you traverse the beautiful desert world of Pandora. The game is driven by a great story mode, tons of unique monsters, a lot of fun weapons, and excellent multiplayer. Definitely a must-buy. The king of the fighting game scene has returned. Street Fighter IV has upgraded its gameplay and graphics to deliver a knockout blow. Many fan favorites from Street Fighter II and the Alpha series have returned along with brand new characters to give us hours of intense combat. While many of the fighting game community elites consider Street Fighter IV a downgrade from the deep gameplay of Third Strike, it's hard to argue Street Fighter IV's appeal and addicting gameplay. It's easy to pick up and play and can easily steal hours of your time. That is why Street Fighter IV has taken the 3rd spot on this list. So, how do you improve on one of the greatest games of all time? Well, Infinity Ward just showed us with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Story-wise, Modern Warfare 2 upped the ante by leaving the Middle East and spreading throughout the entire world. It's also helped by a controversial mission that gives you a much-needed plot development. The gameplay of Modern Warfare 2 hasn't changed too much, and added loads of vehicle and stealth missions to give you that extra adrenaline rush. The multiplayer also received an upgrade and an enhanced reward system that is sure to keep us playing for a very long time. And the number 1 game of 2009 is Batman Arkham Asylum. I haven't played a game this immersive and fun in quite a long time. Batman takes gameplay exploration, combat, and challenge to another level. In an almost Metroid-inspired way, Batman allows you to explore your surroundings for puzzles to be solved, or upgrade your equipment to allow you access to areas you were not easily able to get to beforehand. Unlike previous Batman titles of the past decade, the game's combat was fluid, intense, challenging, and fun. The game's story mode is only enhanced by the addition of Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, reprising their roles as Batman and the Joker from the Batman animated series. Mark Hamill does an exceptionally great job as he takes the Joker a step farther than he did in the animated series. And all of these great qualities is what allowed Batman to become the #1 game of 2009.
So there you have it, my top 10 of 2009. Hope you enjoyed the list. So go out there and enjoy the new year already. Oh, keep on gaming.